Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're doing my luxury monthly favorites roundup. This is where I look back on the past month and talk about my favorite beauty products. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. In my monthly roundup this month, I have a lot of new favorites because I just happened to test a lot of makeup this month, but that isn't always the case. Sometimes there's some old favorites in here. So the first item here is not new, but it's something that I really relied on a lot this month. And this is from Dior. This is one of their Backstage Rosy Glow blushes. This is the shade 001 Pink. These blushes are amazing. Honestly, for me, this was a bit of a slow burn. I didn't buy this initially. I'm wearing a little bit today mixed with something else. This gives you that perfect lit from within flush. The Backstage blushes are wonderful. I have a couple shades. They're all great. I have the pink, the coral, and the rosewood. I love all of them. They have this property that sort of reacts to your skin pH. So the first time I tried them in store, I put a swatch on the back of my hand and it didn't really do much. It's sort of when you apply it, something magical happens. It melts in, mixes in with your skin, and just looks so lovely. Next up is this lip gloss. It's the Dior Addict Lip Maximizers. These have a bit of a plump, like minty, plumping, tingling sensation. And this is 065 Icy Blue. Listen, this is a blue lip gloss. I know it sounds wild, but when I wear it, it transforms into this sort of lilac, and I wear it all the time. This is also a bit of a slow burn. I really wasn't convinced at first. I bought it online because I thought, blue lip gloss, that sounds wild. It's so pretty. It's shocking how pretty it is. It looks lilac, lavender. It looks blue, but it looks really nice. I don't know how to describe it other than just like shockingly nice. I wore this a lot this past month. And next up is what I'm wearing on my lips today. This is from Guerlain, and this is their new Kiss Kiss Bee Glow Lip Oil. So this one here is a 309 Honey Glow. That's all I have on my lips. Just this. There is a bit of a tint. There are several shades to choose from. I only got the Honey Glow because I have a lip, like a chapstick that's the same color, and I wanted to match. So this is what the applicator wand looks like. It's nice and fat. So the oil is nice. It's sticky, not too sticky. It's a bit more fluid than the one from Dior. And it's interesting because this one here from Guerlain is a couple dollars cheaper and you get more product inside. I would say that the lip glow oil from Dior is stickier. It's a bit thicker, and the one from Guerlain is a bit more runny, but I'm really impressed. Like, I think the lip tint in here, because they all have a lip tint, it's going to depend on your own natural lip color. Some people have lips that are more pigmented, that are just a different color. So I think that is going to affect it, but this is all I'm wearing. I didn't even put on a lip liner or a chapstick underneath. It's just the lip oil, and this is what it looks like. I love this lip oil. I tried it right away, and from the beginning, I was super impressed. Okay, next up is a foundation. I've been wearing this a lot, basically since December. It's been my go-to foundation. This is the Totale Super Potent Serum Foundation. Now, I'm having a hard time seeing this online. I'm the shade 3N. I'm convinced that there's a reformulation in the works because if you look at a lot of the different retailers, a lot of the shades are not available. I don't have any confirmation, but I imagine that this means it's getting reformulated, revisited. Typically that happens if you see a certain product and you just cannot find it anywhere, whether it's the site directly or different retailers, it means that they're not replenishing it in store, and they're doing that for a reason. So I'm guessing it's being reformulated for some reason. I find that very sad. I love this foundation. If you can get your hands on it, it's great. It's part skincare, part foundation, and it feels like it. That's what I'm wearing today. It feels very moisturizing. It feels hydrating. It offers a nice level of coverage at the same time, but it just feels really nice for harsh Montreal winter climate. I really like it. It feels soothing and hydrating at the same time. So a great foundation. We'll see what happens in the next few months with this foundation here. Next up from the brand is this eyeshadow quint. This is the 813 Mimi Rose. This is part of their spring release. I love this palette. It was almost like a love at first application. I don't know how else to describe it because I wanted something light, I wanted something fresh, and I'm a sucker for blue eyeshadow, and this palette did not disappoint. I don't know if the swatches are doing it justice, but I have applied it on the eyes. I have done a full video on this palette here. I think it's so pretty. It's light, it's effervescent, it's fresh. My favorite color is this one here. So what I do is I wet my brush with a setting spray, I go in, and it gives off this like blue periwinkle fairy fantasy. I don't know how else to describe it other than those exact words. It's so pretty, so light and fresh, and I love that even the darkest color, it isn't too warm. It's almost like a deep purple brown with a pearlescent shift. It's just lovely. I love this palette from head to toe. It's exactly what I want in a beautiful spring palette. Next up is a blush stick from Milk Makeup. They sent me some makeup to try out a few weeks ago, and this one here in particular I really love. It's the Lip and Cheek Stick. It's a cream formula, and this is the shade called Work. I've used it quite a bit. It's like a beautiful dusty peach. It's very easy to use. It's one of those colors that's a bit of a no-brainer. It goes with so many makeup looks that I end up using it quite often. I like that it's also a cream formula. Again, it's winter, it's cold. I like being able to add a little bit extra moisture to my makeup. Even though it's a blush, it's not going everywhere, it's just going on the cheek. It kind of adds more luminosity because it's a cream product. So this one I've used a lot. Moving on to what I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is the Chanel number 388 Éclat de Nuit. This is a beautiful palette. This entire collection, it came out early January, and it's the smoky eye revisited, reimagined in a lighter, fresher way. I love it. I'm wearing this on the eyes. It's light, it's fresh, it's smoky, but not really. So if you look at the palette, there's only one super dark color. So it's almost emphasizing the lightness more than the darkness, which is, I think, is nice. And I love the palette. I've used it multiple times on my channel. I'm going to keep using it. I also picked up 2 eyeliners with this release. There's 2. This one here, number 74, Beige Lumière. It's what I'm wearing on the inner corner. This is my inner corner highlight. It's an eyeliner, but it's really light. It's almost more of an inner corner highlight than anything else. You could also use it in the bottom waterline just to lighten up and freshen up the eye. But I find that it pairs so well with this palette here. I love that. And then there's number 76, Brun Platine. It's one of those beautiful light brown, but it has reflection in it. So it's light, it's not too dark, it has a little bit of a gold fleck in it as well. So pretty. This entire collection I absolutely love. I think it's one of my, well, it's my favorite so far of the year, but I absolutely love that. Moving on, we also had the Les Beige collection this year, the Les Beige Winter Glow. Are we getting a summer glow? Maybe just the winter glow. We'll see. This is the Healthy Glow Winter Primer. It's moisturizing at the same time, and I have the shade Frosty White here. That's what I'm wearing. That's my primer today underneath my foundation. So for whatever reason, this primer is limited edition. It really shouldn't be, honestly. It's a great primer. I think it is very hydrating, very moisturizing, and it has a little bit of color to it. It's like a frosty, pearlescent color, but it blends out into nothing. It has a beautiful scent. I don't know why it's limited edition. It really should be made permanent, but I love it. I find that it is hydrating. I do add quite a bit. I just sort of slather it on, and then I go into my foundation. It brightens the skin just a little bit. There's 2 other colors to choose from, but honestly, when you blend them out, the shades are very subtle. It reminds me almost like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, you know, where it has a tint to it, but it's more of the glow. So anyway, this is great. I love it. Smells fabulous. I also loved the Les Beige blush series. I have the shade here called Rose Polaire, and I'm wearing this today mixed with a bit of the Backstage, just for, I don't know, a more pink, slightly more luminous blush. So I know some people didn't love these blush series. I really love them. I like it. It is a bit more buildable, but that's respecting the Les Beige makeup ethos. Les Beige is very subtle, very buildable, but better. So this is a swatch of the blush. It's pretty, it's pink, it's buildable, it has a bit of luminosity. I can understand why some people were not super thrilled by it, because some other beautiful blushes from Chanel are just like more high impact, whereas this one was softer and more buildable. But I don't mind, I like it, and I think the packaging is very pretty. Last but not least here, I bought this hand cream trio at the same time at the beginning of the year. It's the Chance Perfume like hand series. Perfume hand series. The perfumed hand cream trio. There we go. And this one has the classic Chance, Chance Eau Fraîche, and Chance Eau Tendre, and these are just these scented hand creams. These are not the most heavy duty hand creams on the market. Like, they're not the thickest creams out there, but they literally smell exactly like the perfumes. And so sometimes it is nice to, I'm trying to put this back in here. It is nice to just have that as an extra. Sometimes I wear this as a perfume. I'll put it on my arms, on my hands. It just smells lovely. I think it's super cute. I love the packaging. And I suppose I do have a couple of duds this month as well. The first one is the Chanel Les Beige Cool Toned Eyeshadow Palette.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
What a lie. That palette is so warm on me. First, it's called Cool Toned, so I guess I was stupid to think it was actually going to be cool toned. On me, it turns into like a weird, muddy, warm pink. Really not for me. This is the culprit right here. I fished it out. So it looks fine in the palette. Yeah, I thought so as well. But every time I try to wear it, it just turns on me. Here's a swatch with the blush. It's too dark, it's too warm, it's too pink. It's just not at all what I thought it would be. Even when I try to focus in on super light, and especially that topper shade that looks like it's a purple lilac, it just turns on me. I don't know what it is. These tones are really nice if you have very fair skin with blue or green eyes. I do not have that. Like, there are people out there who love this palette if you have those features. I don't. So on me, no, merci. Ugh, I hate this palette. It's just very deceiving. And then there's something else. I left it in my bathroom, but it's from Suzanne Kaufman, I think, or Susan Kaufman. And a few of you had asked me to try out her products, so I did. I tried some of her skincare, and no merci. I tried this enzyme gel mask. I love an enzyme mask. You leave it on your skin, it eats away the dead skin cells, and then you have beautiful glowing skin. Yes. So I tried her mask. It's an enzyme peel. You just leave it on and then you wash it off. Oof. No. It says that it's for every skin type. That's a lie. If you have the slightest inclination towards sensitive skin, that thing is going to burn your face off. So I tried it, I want to say 3 times. The first time I tried it, I did exactly as it said to do. I left it for as long as it said. No, my skin was burning. I tried it 2 more times after that, and I left it on for a shorter period of time. Same results. Burning, like warmth, like just no, not good. No merci. I was really disappointed because I'd heard about this skincare brand and this was one of their best sellers. I don't know. I'm shocked. Like, I think if you have very oily skin, lots of enlarged pores, maybe if you live in like really tropical hot climate, that would be better, because it was almost like too cooling. I don't think it had menthol or mint in it, but it kind of felt like it did. Like, it was too cool, it was burning, it was red. No merci, absolutely not. So that is it. That is my roundup of favorites from January. Time has flown by quickly with a couple of flops. Listen, I try a lot of products. Sometimes Unfortunately, there will be a couple things that don't work for me, but so far, so good. And I'm surprised I have so many new favorites this month, but that's just because I tried so much. Anyway, leave a comment down below. Let me know what was your favorite last month, and also leave a little lipstick emoji if you've made it this far to the end of the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you for fun. Not sure why. Not fun for me, but fun for someone, I guess. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.